I'm John Wong, and I'm running for county assessor. I came to the United States in 1957 and lived in Los Angeles County all my life. I went to a local school. I graduated from Cal State LA, and when I graduated from Cal State LA, my father wanted me to go into business with him. He had a 6-man company grossing $40,000, and he wanted me to come and join his company. At that time, Hughes Aircraft offered me a job to be a contract administrator and was going to pay me $17,500. And I tell my dad, how can I come to work for you when I'm getting this kind of offer? And he says, you got to come because we can grow this company. And he convinced me to go with him. And I went to work for him, but I told him that we need to change the style of the way we do business. He was manufacturing noodles, growing bean sprouts, and basically supplying Chinese restaurants with the necessary ingredients to make Chinese food. And I told him we need to change our product line. He was in a 4,000 square foot building. I moved him into a 40,000 square foot building and don't know what I'm gonna do. So I says, what can we do? We looked, he was a baker, my grandfather was a baker, and so we started looking at his recipe book. And one thing popped up in my mind. And I looked at it and I looked at it and I says, we're gonna manufacture almond cookies. And he said, okay. So we started making cookies. And I couldn't get a machine that can manufacture his cookies. So we have to re-engineer how we're gonna make the cookies so that it is machinable. We did that, made some samples, distributed all over Los Angeles County to all the supermarkets. And you know what they said? We can't use your cookies because it's in a box, it's not sealed, it's not sanitary. We don't want it. We don't want to have anything to do with it. So I finally went to a Hughes market, the produce section, and I begged him to let me try and sell some cookies. He said, after about 2 hours, he said, fine, John, bring me 10 cases of cookies and let's see what happened. So I said, wow, thank you. I went home and I called my mother, called my brothers, called my sisters, and called every family member that I know. Come and make cookies. We made the 10 cases. It took us 2 days to make 10 cases. I took it there, took it to the produce section on Thursday, and on Friday, he calls me back. He said, John, your cookies are all sold. Bring me another 20 cases. And I said, well, okay, when do you want them? How about Monday? I said, how about Wednesday? I went back to the company and called everybody in again. And we make those cookies. We make the 20 cases, and I send it over to them on Wednesday. On Thursday, he calls me up and says, John, all your cookies are sold. When can you bring me some more? And I said, well, I could bring some to you next week. How's that? He said, no, that won't do. I want you to bring 30 cases to every one of my stores, and I have 30 stores. And that's how I launched the Twin Dragon almond cookies in 1971. In 1982, well, we sold that company because we had more chiefs and Indians, after a little while. In 1982, I joint ventured with Anthony Macaroni, and we had a startup company called Camino Real Foods. And we manufacture frozen burritos, and we even shipped 10 container loads to the Iraq War, the very first Iraq War, to our Men's in Action. And we sold that company too, because both companies, we have reached a point of diminishing return. Because for every dollar that we invest, we can only get 90 cents back. So in order to go forward, we need to sell it. We need to sell it so that somebody else can take it to the next level, because we couldn't do it. And that's my business experience. And then I became a real estate broker. And I do industrial property, I do commercial property. And in 1995, I was appointed to the Assessment Appeals Board by the County Board of Supervisors. I served on the Assessment Appeals Board for 18 years. I have 26 members. And you know how difficult it is to get consensus with 5 board members, and I had 26. And I've been elected to be its chairman for 5 of those 18 years. I probably could be the chairman every year if I wanted to, but I gotta let somebody else do it. Government is very specific, and it's not very bendable. You need the creativity of a business person to blend with government in order to make it work. I think I have that ability to do so. This coming year, we're going to have the election for county assessor. And as you know, our assessor's been in jail for 5 years. 5 months, not 5 years. And he just got out of jail because he was able to prove to the judge that the $1 million bond money that he put up was clean. Because the judge didn't believe him before. But anyway, this election is about honesty. This election is about how well you will treat people, how fair you're going to be, and it's about integrity. And it has got to be absolute integrity, not just plain integrity. I want your vote. I want your blessing. I need your support, and I hope I get it. Thank you very much.